Hello, beautiful artists. Welcome back. And first off, I just want to say, if you made it through yesterday's part 2, congratulations. You guys did great. That is the longest tutorial I've ever done. I don't like to do hour-long tutorials. I like to keep them 30 to 40 minutes. So if you made it through this, awesome. I just want to applaud you guys. All right, so today we're just going to be finishing off the stem and maybe the leaves here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see what I got here. My Velvet Touch, of course. So we're going to go ahead and paint the stem here. Again, I'm just using my MeiLangs. I don't like to reach over my painting for my paint, so I try not to set up my palette like that, but I think today that may have to be the case. Let me just adjust my light here a bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go in, as always with watercolors, we just start with that first initial beautiful glaze. So using a bit of a lighter value, and use whatever pencil you have. I'm going in with, this is like a hooker's green if you're using the MeiLang, or it would be, here's my leaf here, a sap green if you're using your Winsor Newtons. So there we go. I'm going to pick up that little splotch there. While that's wet, what I want to do, I noticed the leaves on my lily I had here kind of wrapped around the stem. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. While that is still wet, I'm going to go ahead and go in with just a tiny bit of the dark green and just touch in. Now this is where you don't want to have too much water on your brush, because if you have too much water, you're going to lose control of the paint. So keeping that in mind, and I'm just applying a little bit more pressure. There we go. And then just going to let that blend. Maybe darken it up a tiny bit up here. Okay. There we go. So we've created that stem pretty fast and easy. Whew. Good thing, right? We had a lot going on yesterday or the day before with our flower here. I'm so proud of you guys for hanging in there. Okay. Excuse my cough, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and do the leaf here. So I'm just applying pressure to my brush, basically filling all of this in. Have a little bit of white space in there, but not too much. And then what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and maybe extend that. My leaf here is turning. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that in, but then I'm going to go in and put a glaze of a shadow there. While that is still wet, I'm going to go in and just add maybe a tiny bit of darker pigment just for some interest here. There we go. You can add in whatever colors you'd like here. Once it dries, like I said, I'll go ahead and go in and add in some shadow colors in the back there. I'm going to add just a touch of olive green here at the base. Now, if you really see your watercolors spreading out too much, just dab off your brush. There we go. Okay. I'm washing, rinsing my brush, and then just going through and blending out that line. So there we go. Now I got a little bit of bloom in here, so I'm going to go in with barely a damp brush and blend that out. And there you go. We might even want to add in just the tiniest, when I'm working with shadows in my leaves, a lot of times I will add in just a small amount of the flower color. I think it creates some coherency between the petals and the leaves. So I'm just doing that. I added in just the tiniest bit of this reddish color to that. And we'll go in and do some more glazing. So let's try and go in here. Maybe just let me shoot it real quick with my heat gun. Make sure it's dry. And we're going to put a shadow color under here. If you don't have one of these heat guns, they're really great. In the winter, things dry so slow here that this is really helpful. Okay, see if that's enough. The other thing I'm going to do real quick is just, nope, too dry. Okay, let's go in and I'm taking a tiny bit of the olive green. And going to add it underneath that leaf. Now I'm going to go around that edge with a damp brush and soften out that line. Okay, maybe go in and touch in just a tiny bit here. So we really get that feeling of a shadow moving downwards. We might even add in a tiny bit of that red. I think it creates so much unity and coherency between the flowers and the leaves. So there we go. See how it just immediately made your eye feel that bend. Now the other thing I'll do really quickly here is just take a tiny bit of this yellow we used, and I'm going to just do a slight glaze over the top of the leaf, and then I'll go in and soften that edge. A little darker value down here. Soften that edge. There we go. So these are all just glazes. And there you go. Maybe a tiny bit more of that dark olive gray. I'm sorry, olive green. I'm creating new colors here, guys. Soften the line. Okay, let's do our other leaf, and we're going to be through this pretty quickly here. So proud of you guys for hanging out for that flower yesterday. That, like I said, that was the longest tutorial I've ever done. Point, press, point, add a tiny bit of water, just creating a glaze here. There we go. And we'll go ahead and carry that just like we did here, all the way down. And then we're going to go in and we'll add shadows where that bend in the leaf is again. Okay, while this is wet, I think what I will do is just go in at the inside of this leaf here and add in a little bit of shadow where it's the base of the leaf. There we go. And make it look like it's kind of tucked in there. Just softening that edge. Okay. Maybe lift a few highlights at the bend of this leaf. And then let's shoot it with our heat gun real quick. And we'll go in and create some shadows in here. And we're about done, guys. I'd love if you're part of my Facebook private group to share. I'd love to see what you guys did. So I'm going to go in here with my olive green. Let me grab a little bit more of that. And create that shadow again. There we go. Go in with a wet, clean brush. Soften that edge. Don't want puddles on our paper. Kind of feather it out, and then I'm going to go in with just the tiniest bit of that red, just like we did here, and kind of tap in, clean up our edges a little there. There we go. Now because that part was wet and wet, it blended a tiny bit better. There we go. And I just keep feathering out that edge. So we've got that bend again. Look at these beautiful, just with some of the colors we played with. I'm going to add one more glaze on here, and then you guys, I think we are about done. You should be so proud of yourself for completing this flower. This is definitely one you need to frame and celebrate and share with people who are saying, what are you doing? What are you doing on YouTube with these classes? Okay, I've got a little bit of that green in here that I don't want to have too much water on my brush. Don't want those puddles. And I'm just going to go in and darken this a tiny bit where it goes down into the stem. So I just keep applying these glazes till I get the color I want, the shadow tone I want, and so forth. So one more glaze here. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to say we're pretty much done here. You could go in just for an extra touch and darken up this side of your stem a little bit more. You could go in and just create some veins if you want. That's really up to you. As you know, I'm not a detail person, so I don't typically do that. But there we go. And then my last thing here is just to add in that little bit of shadow. Soften that edge with a damp brush. All right, guys, look how beautiful. I, again, would love to see your paintings and see how you did. And I just can't applaud you enough for hanging in there with this. This was one of the more challenging ones, but I did that intentionally so that we could all learn and challenge ourselves a little bit. And for sure, frame this beauty. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask below. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you'll even give it another try. Maybe do it in a pink or a yellow, something more yellow, something like that. And just as always, have fun, play, and thank you so much for being a part of our little community here. I just love all of you, and I will see you soon. Thanks.